Welcome back to Egyptology 101. On this channel, we discuss a wide variety of topics relating to the ancient Egyptian world, including art, architecture, religion, history, and much more. In today's video, we'll be discussing one of the most well-known and recognizable artifacts from ancient Egypt, the gold mask of Tutankhamun. This famous mask was discovered inside the New Kingdom tomb of King Tut, which dates to the 18th dynasty or around 1327 BCE. This tomb is located in the Valley of the Kings, which is on the west bank of the Nile opposite modern Luxor. Although this tomb was robbed twice in antiquity, it represents the most intact royal Egyptian tomb ever discovered. On November 26, 1922, Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon opened this tomb and laid their eyes upon the vast collection of treasures residing within. Carter recounts famously the wonders of that monumental day. As my eyes grew accustomed to the light, details of the room within emerged slowly from the mist. Strange animals, statues, and gold, everywhere the glint of gold. Although the tomb was opened in 1922, the discovery of Tut's funerary mask did not occur until October of 1925, when the 3 golden coffins were opened for the first time. When the lid of the innermost coffin was raised, Carter and his team gazed down upon the mummy of the young king, whose head and neck were covered with the burnished gold mask. The mask was later removed from the tomb in December of 1925, and it was brought to the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. Today, the mask resides permanently in Egypt and will eventually be displayed in the new Grand Egyptian Museum. Let us now take a look at this gold funerary mask in more detail. The mask measures about 21 inches high, 15 inches wide, and it weighs around 22 pounds. This mask is made from 2 separate sheets of gold and incorporates lapis lazuli, turquoise, carnelian, obsidian, and other semi-precious stones and colored glass. In ancient Egypt, the gods were believed to have flesh of gold, bones of silver, and hair of lapis lazuli. By incorporating these precious and semi-precious materials into this mask, the divine status of the king was emphasized. Tut's mask displays an idealized portrait of the young king in a divine state. As the Egyptologist John Taylor describes, funerary masks were meant to represent the deceased in the transfigured state, a visible sign that he had successfully reached the afterlife. Tut is depicted with a youthful appearance, full lips, high cheekbones, smooth skin, and there is an overall sense of symmetry to his face. The king's arched brows and eye makeup are inlaid with lapis lazuli, and the eyes themselves are made from obsidian and white quartz. Scholars have often commented that the eyes add a sense of realism to this piece. The mask depicts the king wearing the royal Nemes headdress, which was a striped cloth head covering. This type of headdress has a long history and can even be found adorning the statue of the 4th dynasty king Khafre. The Nemes is tied together in the back of the head, and 2 lappets hang down on either shoulder. On Tut's mask, we can see the king's pierced ears visible in front of the head covering. The stripes on Tut's Nemes are inlaid with blue glass, which was meant to imitate lapis lazuli. Upon the brow, we see the cobra goddess Wadjet, representing Lower Egypt, along with the vulture goddess Nekhbet of Upper Egypt. Together, these 2 goddesses provide protection to the king, and they symbolize the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. These deities are fashioned from solid gold and decorated with faience, glass, and semi-precious stones. A curved false beard is attached to the king's chin. Just like the Nemes headdress, the false beard also has a long history and can be found on many other royal images. This beard helped to emphasize the king's divine status and his identification with the god Osiris. Tut's false beard is made out of gold, and the faience decoration produces a braided appearance. Quite famously, in 2014, this beard made headlines when a museum staff member accidentally knocked it off and reattached it using epoxy glue. In 2015, the mask underwent restoration to remove the epoxy and reattach the beard using beeswax, a material used in ancient Egypt. A broad collar sits upon the chest area, and it has 12 rows of beads made from different materials like turquoise, carnelian, and other stones. The ends of the collar, which appear on either shoulder, terminate in falcon heads, representing the god Horus. These falcon heads are decorated with obsidian. While this collar is built into the gold funerary mask, there are many examples of similar broad collars that would have been worn as jewelry. Turning now to the back of the mask, we see the rest of the Nemes headdress tied together. The remainder of the back is engraved with 10 vertical and 2 horizontal lines of hieroglyphs, which read from right to left. This text is spell 151b from the Book of the Dead. This spell further emphasizes the deification of the king by listing royal body parts and equating them with divine counterparts. For example, part of this spell reads, "Your eyebrows are the 9 gods, your forehead is Anubis, the back of your head is Horus, your braided hair is Ta-Sokar." This spell and the mask as a whole also provide reassurance to the deceased king that his ability to see, hear, speak, and eat will continue to function in the afterlife. Not only does the gold mask of Tutankhamun represent a breathtaking example of skilled Egyptian craftsmanship, but it also gives insight into beliefs about the Egyptian afterlife and the divine world. This mask, along with the other funerary objects, also reveals the opulence of royal burials during this time. Thanks for watching today's video. Please check out the description below to find additional resources relating to the gold mask of Tutankhamun. Also, please feel free to leave any suggestions for topics you would like to see discussed in future videos.